Hey, what's happening? What's up, what's up, what's up? You guys gotta forgive me, I'm not good with this video stuff. I'm doing this for a friend named Dewan Cowan for his school, which is Eastside High School out in Lancaster, California. Shout out to Eastside! Even though I went to Highland, so you know I gotta roll with the Bulldog. Woo woo! Bulldogs is where it's at all day, all day. I'm just messing with you guys. I just wanted to share a little bit of my story and a little bit of my music journey with you guys. And I'm actually glad to be doing this. This is kind of a first for me, really. I mean, I've had some interviews where they asked me a little bit, but it's like I can do it my way. So this is kind of cool. First of all, my name is Ayesha. My full name is Ayesha Jones. And as an artist, I go by just Ayesha because that's just the way I like it. Just for the spelling, that's Ayesha. Like this. Y'all got that? And that's me, and that's my business card. I am born and raised in Palmdale, Lancaster, California. I am an AV desert girl. For those of you who don't know where that is, just in case I YouTube this, it's about 45 minutes to an hour north of Los Angeles. Away from all the traffic, away from all the smog and the parking, the pay for parking, I should say. I love my valley. I don't think I'm going anywhere. Most people that I know leave here and they do the whole Hollywood and the bigger things out that way. But I am good right here in my desert, and I don't mind driving. I'm still out in Palmdale, California, Lancaster area, Antelope Valley. Basically, I am a singer and a songwriter. I also dibble and dabble in acting. I haven't got to do as much as I'd like to do, and it's something that I'm trying to get back to. But I've done a lot of theater, mostly locally, but I've been in a couple of newspapers, and I've won a little local awards and stuff, and it was just a whole lot of fun, and I'm hoping to get it to the next level. One of my dreams would be to work with Tyler Perry, like some of my friends have, and that would be an awesome move. I am on YouTube. You can follow me on YouTube under Ayesha Jones, and again, that spelling is Ayesha. I am also on Instagram, and that is under Life is Ayesha, one word. Again, that's Life is Ayesha on Instagram. And the reason for that is because my name means life. So Stevie Wonder wrote a song where he sings Life is Ayesha. So I have used that for many things. I have put it on my demo CDs. I plan to do a song and include a couple of other songs because both my names have songs and I get sung to all the time. So one of my goals is to create a song that mixes all those songs that people sing to me on the daily. So let me tell you, what is my story? I started out singing in the choir, like most people at church when I was 5. And then I also sung in choir at school, starting in the 4th grade. I was in the school chorus, and I was also in the school band. I played flute. Which is something I plan to take up again. I quit after 4 years and I forgot a lot of it. And every time I see people playing, I'm like, man, I wish I still knew. I remember like the basic scale, and that is about it. I have experienced a lot in this industry. One of the best experiences is I have a brother that is a celebrity, way more famous than I am. I know you guys are young, so a lot of these people I'm probably going to talk about, you're going to have to Google because I am more of an old school artist, and I love working with old school artists, and I've had the pleasure of meeting so many that I admire and grew up listening to. But my brother's group, you may not have remembered the name, but I'm sure you've heard their song somewhere, walking in a store or in an elevator, at a wedding. He is in the group All for One. And my brother is Jamie Jones, and I just kind of call all of them my brother. I got a couple of their little CDs here. Let me see. So this one's my brother Jamie. I call the rest of them all my play brothers. This is Tony. This is Delius. This is Alfred. Alfred's actually my daughter's godfather. Delius is the person I work with the most musically as of the last 6 years, I believe. And Tony is just Tony. I love all of them. They have so many CDs. This was a Christmas CD. This was another CD. I probably have a bunch more. They began as a group back in I believe 93, if I remember correctly. And actually when they started, I was you guys' age. I was in high school, and it was like the coolest thing to have a famous brother. And everybody wanted to know my brother. They still think they know him. And it was funny to kind of hear everybody, I went to school with him. And then I'm like, what school did he go to? Oh, he went to Roseman. I'm like, no, he didn't. He went to Palmdale. So it was kind of cool. It has its perks, and then it has some not so good perks for me anyway. But it is actually an awesome experience, and it's been fun working in the shadow of my brother, and being able to go to his shows and go to his parties and events and meet a lot of the people that he knows. But I also do a lot of things on my own. A lot of people think because you know somebody famous or you're related to somebody famous that you must have the same perks. And I can tell you, I definitely do not. But I can say I've worked hard to create a name for myself on a local level and a Hollywood level. I think I do know a lot of people, and a lot of people know of me. I have not yet reached the success that I would like to reach, but I have done a lot of good things and a lot of big things thanks to many people. I did want to share a couple of photos with you guys and maybe discuss a couple things and that I have gotten to do. I've done so much, it was kind of hard to narrow it down for this video. This is a picture, actually, I hope you guys can see some of these, of me and my brother. That's him holding the mic, and that's me chasing the mic in my walker back in the, I don't know, late 70s, early 80s. Sometimes I feel like I'm still doing that. I'm still like, hey, bro, help your sister out. But I've worked with, let's see, like I said, a lot of these names you wouldn't know. But one of my favorites was actually my first big gig. I was working with Tevin Campbell. Hold it a second. There's Tevin Campbell, and I tell you I'm not good at this. It was the first kind of big gig I got, and I thought they were like joking, like, don't play with me, I can't be driving all the way down there if you're not going to come. And it was legit, and Tevin was a sweetheart. We stayed in contact for a minute. I do a lot of shows with Delius from All For One in the group with my brother. I'm telling you, the last 5-6 years have been such a blessing working with him. He really has taken me under his wing and really took on the role of a brother. And I just appreciate him so much because what a lot of people don't know is I did struggle with, self-confidence. I grew up very shy, and it was hard for me to get out there. Like, I just would just start crying to do anything when I was young. And the music was the one thing I just couldn't shake. I actually started out dancing. Most people don't know. I was break dancing and pop locking and doing all that. And that was the one thing I wasn't as shy to do. I'd kind of double dutch a minute, and then I would get out there and I would just dance. And I think I quit dancing because I developed as a woman. Around 9th grade, and I had these little twins of mine, not to get too graphic, but it just doesn't work when you're trying to do the running man and all these breakdance moves. It just was all over the place, and I was like, okay, I'm a singer now. I started singing in the 7th grade, and it was actually kind of by accident. Some friends of mine that I grew up with, I'll never forget it, one of my good friends, Keetra Liggins, her mom used to always make my brother sing. And one time when they were over there, they were like, I know if you can sing like that, Aisha has got to sing like that. And I was in the corner like, no, I can't. And my friend came from nowhere like, yes, she can. I heard her and she didn't know I was listening. She could sing so good. I was like, no. And then they begged me for a good long time and got me to finally sing. And then after that, it was just like a wrap. My friend made me sing for everybody at school. And I joke now and I tell people I could have invented the voice because I used to make people turn around They couldn't look at me. I was like, you can't look at me. Like, if they looked at me, I would stop mid-note. Like, I was just that shy. I was just that nervous and embarrassed. And music was something like so personal. It was like you were sharing your private thoughts or your private intimacy. So it was hard for me to really come out musically, even up into adulthood. In high school, I started doing more talent shows, and, probably around 18, 19, 20, I started doing more recording, but I was still very, very timid. And it is something I've battled pretty much my whole life. Nowadays, people do not believe me at all because I'm so total opposite from shy. I do have shy moments every blue moon. And they're noticeable to me, but other people are just like, oh my God, I don't know how you get out there. And I'm like, you have no idea what I went through to get to this point, to not be scared to perform. And what has helped me was just kind of double daring myself, like, just do it, just do it and think about it later. And I would just, when I first started, I didn't know how to control my voice. The nervousness actually came through my voice. I'll never forget my first talent show. I think I was in the 9th or 10th grade, and I sung I Believe the Children Are Our Future by Whitney Houston, and my dad had came, and I asked him at the end, like, Daddy, how did I do? And he was like, well, you did good. I could tell you were nervous. You sound like a little lamb. Because I literally was, I believe the children are our future. And so it took me a long time to learn how to hone that and how to control that. And then once I learned how to control that, my knees started shaking. I mean, literally like the Tin Man. So I was performing and my knees would just be like, So I've had some crazy experiences. And I also had an experience when I was in 8th grade that did not go very well. It might have been 7th grade. It was 7th grade. I had 2 guy friends. They were great dancers. They wanted to do this talent show that my brother did all the time. And I was just like, no way. And they begged me and they were like, please, we'll be your backup dancers. You could sing and it will be great. And I was just like, okay. So then anyway, long story short, during that time, the song that we chose, which was called Back to Life by Soul to Soul. That's like soul, S-O-U-L, and then like the Roman numeral 2 to soul. If anybody wants to Google that and know how you guys are. And at that time, they had, I think, like 3 different remixes of that song. And one of them had totally different lyrics. And so my mom had took me, and first of all, she was just kind of tripping that I was even wanting to go anyway. She thought I was playing. She didn't think I was serious about music because she had never heard me sing. And she just was like, oh, you're just trying to be like your brother. And my mom's old school Southern. So I got there, we forgot our track. The lady only had the one that had different lyrics. And so my mom's like, you got me out of my bed and you better learn how to, you better not embarrass me. And anyway, it was the wrong song. And my mom's yelling and cussing at me in front of everybody. I literally just started crying. And so the lady kept trying to tell my mom, like, maybe she's not ready. And my mom's, oh, she gonna be ready today. She got me out of my bed. She gonna be ready. So I just shut down. I was just like, I'm not ever singing ever again for anybody. And so leaving, my mom was like, oh, she was mad. So I'm getting cussed out all the way. And I had the guy I had the crush on in the car with us. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. And I was just crying. And he was like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll do it next time, So my mom stops at a music store, Warehouse. You guys have to Google Warehouse because that used to be it. That was like before YouTube. That was before anything online. You had to go to the store. And any rate, my mom buys the right song, plays in the car. That's the right one. And she took me back to where she just cussed me out in front of everybody and forced me to sing the song again. And it really damaged me. She would never know how well. And not to downtalk my mom. I love my mom, but for me, that was a hard time. And it really is what made it so hard for me musically. And to this day, I still struggle with confidence issues. So my mom, she's like, sing that song and stop standing there like a popsicle and move and do something with yourself. So I'm singing the song, but I'm like crying. I'm like, back to life, back to reality. So I never, till this day, sung in front of my mom. Again, rest her soul, she passed away. But I didn't. I never sung in front of her. I tried my dad once, and it went okay. That was when I sound like a lamb. This is getting way longer, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to, but my story is something else, and I've never really shared it. And so I guess he can cut out whatever he wants to cut out. But for me, I just want to finish the video, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. So some of the things that I have done, some of the people that I've met, let's see. So I mentioned my brother, all for one. So I've met a lot of people through him, and I mentioned Delius. Let me show you guys some of the stuff that I have done with and through Delius. Looking for some pictures, and they haven't quite posted yet, so give me 1 second here to get it together. Here it is. This is the one I wanted to show you. So this picture right here, this is me, this is Delius, and this is a really dear friend of mine named Janice. Some of you guys might recognize her. She was just on The Voice a couple years ago, and she was on the team with Miley Cyrus. We do a show, we did a couple of shows, and before her, we had my really dear good friend named Candace, who she moved to Las Vegas to do more in life as an adult and as a singer, and I had to find someone that was just as great as her, which was very hard to do because I've actually been working with this girl right here. Let me see if I can get it there. This girl right there, bam, bam, next to me, named Candace, who is amazing. Look out for her. Her name is Candace Moore. She's on Facebook. She is amazing. So anyway, we switched from Candace to Janice, and from doing our show, it's called Singers Night at the Federal. And so for any of you who really love singing and you're looking for a place where you can be taken serious and work with a professional band and work with a professional background singer, we do the show. I don't know when we'll be able to do it again. It's been on hiatus even before the whole coronavirus thing. But go on Facebook and like the page. It's called Singers Night at the Federal. And whenever we do get ready to have a singers night, we're always looking for singers. And it's a show that is theme. So we do different themes, which is kind of fun because it forces you to get out of yourself. And it's a very nurturing and caring show. So even if you are someone like I was, who was very shy, very nervous, you have all these people supporting you and clapping for you and telling you how great you are. And it's an awesome, awesome experience. Delius also has a show called Flashback with Delius. In that show, I have met so many great people. This one, I met Karen White. Again, a lot of these people will be way older. That's me with Delius and Karen White. They'll be older than what you're used to. These are 3T. These are Michael Jackson's nephews. They're Tito Jackson's son. They used to have a group called 3T some years ago. I met them during the show. Who else through that show? I've met Tone Loc. He's a rapper. Funky Cole Medina. This is me and Karen White again. Oh, okay, it was us. So lots of people. Like I said, this video is getting kind of longer than I had expected. So we meet actors, we meet singers. She is from a different world. Her name is Jaleesa. She also does a lot of voiceovers, a lot of writing and singing. She does a lot. Some of you may recognize her. This is Jenna Van Oy from The Parkers. She is a wonderful actress and a friend of our family and someone I've gotten to know over the years. And I can say I call her friend. This is me and Janice again on another big project of my friend Carlos, who was one of the at the show that we do. And this was like a very awesome experience. Let's see, what else? One of my biggest moments, besides getting to sing with Tevin Campbell and also Mickey Howard. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mickey Howard, but this was a moment I got with her. That's actually Mickey Howard and her daughter. And we got to open up at the Shrine Auditorium for Bobby Womack, who was another great. I was trying to get this stuff organized, but like I said, it's so hard. I'm just not good with this stuff. I had other pictures, but for some reason they are not showing. Anyway, but besides those two great moments, one moment that I had was I had joined a contest with KJLH in Los Angeles, and it was for an artist to be featured in a 90s R&B concert. And I won the contest, which was just amazing. It was like a dream. And I got to perform at the Redondo Beach Performance Arts Center. And it was just surreal because I had been there to see All For One perform My Brothers. And then actually now I'm on the stage. So it was so awesome. I got to open up for 112. Again, a lot of these artists you might have to Google. You guys are young, but that was some of the guys from 112 with me and my cousin. I've got to open up for it was 112, Silk, Troop. Who else? Silk, Troop, and Men at Large, and it was also Silk, Troop, 112, Men at Large. I know I'm missing like another big name, but anyway, it was just surreal. And then from doing that show, the comedian and the host liked me so much, they invited me to their show at the Foxhole. That's me at the Foxhole, which is Jamie Foxx's radio show on satellite radio. And I got to feature one of my personal songs. And, you know, they got to do the whole like it or love it thing. And that was just so amazing. This is myself with Sheila E. We performed in a breast cancer, I think it was, benefit. And you'll see there's Delius, there's me, there's Janice. I've done a lot with Delius. And the bands that we work with, a lot of these guys work with a lot of big names like J-Lo. They also are All For One's band. I did this project not too long ago. This guy, Tito Ray, was just on American Idol recently. And these were just a bunch of great singers. He wanted a choir sound, and we did that for him. So anyway, enough of all of that. I guess I'll move on. I also have a YouTube video with Rick Springfield, who was another great from the 80s. He's a great singer-songwriter, I believe, and actor at that time. So again, I've done a lot. One of my favorite things that I've done is also the Catalina Island Film Festival with Delius. He is the co-director, along with the director. I always get them mixed up, so I'm not even going to name names. But anyway, it's a wonderful show. I will try to cut this down now. I hope you guys are not bored. I even got cute for you guys and threw in a little makeup. I do consider myself a diva. Just to give you guys a words of encouragement before I go. As an artist, I just say never give up. You know, people will always try to deter you. Like I said, I had everybody deterring me, and I seem to be in the shadow of everybody. My brother, first ladies, you know, anybody. It was just, I was so shy that when I was trying to come out, people weren't taking me serious. And it was just like, oh, you're trying to be like that person. You're trying to be like that person. I'm like, I'm just trying to be myself, please, you guys. And I just kept fighting against it. And I just kept going. And I kept meeting my own people. So don't let others detour you from your dream. You know, right now, with this whole COVID thing, a lot of us are fighting anxiety, depression, and all these things. What most people don't know, when I'm not singing, I've been in the social work field for years. And right now, I'm actually a crisis intervention specialist for homeless out in the Antelope Valley. And prior to that, I've worked everywhere you can think of: rehab, prison, probation, all kind of nonprofits working with at-risk youth and adults and children. And my two passions are helping others in music. And, you know, right now is a great time, especially musically, to use this time to work on that. You know, if you're a writer, you could be writing the best songs of your life right now. If you are, you know, someone who produces music, you could be doing some awesome tracks, and then you could send some my way. And then, you know, those of you who are just in it for the engineer part, I mean, you can really use this time to hone that. You know, I really wish that I could learn. I always tell people, if I knew how to do the recording myself, I'd probably have about 1 million songs just chilling, you know, ready to go to write for people. But it's a lot harder when you have to depend on others, you know, for music, for engineering. You know, the writing and the singing to me is the easy part, and even the arranging. But if I don't know how to record it, if I don't have the tools needed to create the tracks, that's when it gets hard. So you could be honing those things and making plans on how to get them out and how to collaborate with people. For me, a big thing is networking. That's why I had to get my cards. I just believe the more people you know and the more people that know you, the more opportunities rise for you. As a singer, you know, I just wanted to be everywhere and meeting everybody. And so I'm not one of those singers who are afraid to do background. There's a lot of singers that's like, I don't want to sing background, it's a curse, you know. But for me, I just love music, and I'll sing in the front, I'll sing in the back, I'll sing on the side, I'll sing wherever you will let me sing. As long as I'm singing, as long as I'm in the mix, you know. Entertainment is my therapy. So when I'm dealing with people in crisis all day and counseling people, like, entertainment for me is what takes all of that out of my mind and feeds my soul. Like, music is life, it gives life. It is a little hard right now because everything has stopped, everything's halted. I can't do what I normally do to do therapy, but I'm trying to do whatever I can do at home and entertain myself, and trying to get back into writing songs and even trying to figure out a way to record myself. So this is a great time to do that. And I just hope that you guys stick with it if this is something you really like. As an artist, I've heard everything. I'm too big, I'm too small, I'm not this enough, I'm not that enough. And you know what? I haven't really got that Grammy yet. I'm still working on that dream. And to be a bigger artist as well. But I can tell you what, I don't take away from anything that I have gone through. It has been amazing. I've met so many people that now my video is way too long because I've been trying to tell you about all of it. And I just love it. I just really do love music. I could see that Grammy Award, though, coming one day. And you know what? Even as an artist in my 40s, nowhere near skinny, I still see this happening. Even if it is as a writer for someone else, or as a collab with someone else. It's just something that I want to do, and I plan to do it. I forgot to show you guys this. I am on the CD of Michael Lynch doing all of his backgrounds. This was my autograph copy he gave me, and inside the sleeve you can see my name on all the songs helping with the background, which is just was amazing for me. It was one of the first for me. And what else? I think that is it. Oh, as far as theater, I didn't really get into theater. I have done theater. I have done Ragtime, which was a really great show back in the day. So this was me in Ragtime. Actually, that's okay. I'm gonna get this right. Here we go. So this is me with some of the Ragtime crew. Let's see. I did Hairspray. That's me. I played Motormouth Maybelle in Hairspray, which was amazing. This was me playing Ethel Waters, who's a real person, in a play called Women of First. So it was about women who have accomplished many firsts to open doors for us. This is me as Motormouth Maybelle again. Let's see, where are we? This was me in Ragtime. I played one of the People's Sisters, which was like a small lead role. I also have played in The Color Purple, which is probably one of my favorites. I played Miss Sophia, and if any of you guys have seen The Color Purple, and if not, you should definitely watch it. This was the newspaper clipping I was in. I won an award for my role, and it was just an amazing thing. So that is it. I will give you guys a little bit of taste of my singing. I'm sure Dewan's going to have to edit this video. This is way too long, but I sure enjoyed doing it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And it's been nice just going through my own journey personally, especially going through COVID, and I can't entertain nobody. So now I'm entertaining. So get ready. I'm going to sing a little bit for you. Okay, I'm back. I'm getting ready to perform for you guys. I hope you truly, truly enjoy it. And just before I get ready to sing, I just want to remind you guys of my social media. I am on YouTube. under Ayesha Jones, spelled exactly like that. Ayesha. Last name Jones. I am on Facebook. I have an artist page under Ayesha. It's just under Ayesha. And on Instagram, I have Life is Ayesha. So I'm going to go ahead and sing you guys a little bit and show you a little bit of what I do. I have not practiced or rehearsed nothing, but I got my little sound system in my house. And this is where I work and practice. And it's also what I use sometimes when I get hired to sing gigs at different places. So I hope you enjoy. Your love is so wonderful, yeah. And I don't want to lose your love, baby. I'm going back, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Sleepless nights and lonely days are all that fills my head all of the time. Oh, but all I do is think about the way you make me feel. 'Cause baby, your love's so real. Hey, when I get home, oh yeah, as soon as I get home, oh baby, yeah, make it up to you. and get up out this home. I hope that you guys enjoy this. I hope maybe that I inspired somebody, entertained somebody, gave somebody some hope. For me, at the end of the day, that's what music is about. It's about sharing a gift, sharing a talent, sharing your love. I hear it all the time in a lot of my shows. Like, I feel so much love. I feel it from you. I feel it from them. And it is just a beautiful thing. And I honestly just crave it all the time. And this has been therapeutic for me, especially being stuck in the home and having no shows. I had to cancel my birthday show. So this is therapeutic for me. So I thank you guys for this opportunity. Shout out again to Eastside High School. And God bless you all. I hope that you never give up. I hope you continue going. I can tell you, I've struggled with everything. I've struggled with the weight. I've struggled with vocal issues. You name it, I've gone through it. And you know what? I love singing. I love music. I'm going to keep doing it until the day the good Lord takes me home. God bless you.